So we got Channel 5, Takeover of DC by Donald Trump.
Yo, Channel 5, what the fuck? Holy shit!
What up, man?
Hey, man!
How's it going?
Oh my god.
So, what do you think about the relationship between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein? What do you think's going on there?
I mean, they were
Drop the files, man, drop the files.
best friends throughout the 90s. You know, I think he did some dirty stuff with Epstein. I mean, I think it's pretty common sense. I think I'm concerned about the thousands of FBI agents that were tasked to flag and then redact his names in the 100,000 pages of files. I think I'm concerned about that.
And what do you think Trump's motivation would be to suppress that information from getting out there?
Because he's a pedophile. I'm not saying
Oh
for
my god.
sure, but this whole DC National
He
Guard
says it like it's sure.
thing, it might be a ploy to distract
like
from
sure.
the files. It really could be.
800 more National Guard members deployed to D.C. as part of the federal takeover.
I mean, he's pretending our city has a high crime rate when actually the crime rate has decreased. And this is a really cool, wonderful city that's safe to be in. And he's just using us as a distraction against his low poll numbers, against the Epstein case, where he's obviously
I don't think he cares about poll numbers, come on.
there's something he's really concerned about in there. I don't
He
know
got
who
plenty
he's
of time to
protecting himself or
president.
other rich pedophiles or what he's doing, but he's obviously very concerned about that and wants to change the subject.
I don't think we know for sure, but I mean, just release the files. Like, where's the files, Don?
Where's
That's what
the
my sign
files,
says.
man?
So,
Yo, what up, people? You know what time it is. We're at the White House in Washington, D.C.
Channel
in the
5.
direct aftermath of Trump's announcement that he was deploying the National Guard to deal with the skyrocketing crime rate.
But in DC, I'm pretty sure it's not a National Guard. It's FBI agents, like federal agents, maybe some CIA stuff.
Here in the
like that.
District of Columbia. I know what you're thinking. Hasn't
DCA.
DC had the lowest crime rate in the past 6 years as a result of progressive policy? Shut up, homie. Big Balls almost got his life taken by a couple delinquents who wanted his car.
Cops say two 15-year-olds beat up Big Balls.
He was with
Holy.
his girl, and they tried to take his shit. He hopped out, got busy, got bloodied,
Edward ran to defend her and was severely beaten to the point of concussion.
posted the picture online, and Donald was not fucking with that.
Somebody from Doge was very
Donald got mad.
badly hurt last night. You saw that. And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety.
They supposedly were gonna clear all the homeless people. Don't know if you can tell, that's a blue tarp. It's the international flag of homelessness. And
Correction, the tent dweller is not homeless, but simply a resident resides in tent during the day as an act of protest.
yeah, it looks just about the same as it always is.
Okay.
Washington, D.C., man, nation's capital. We're gonna go talk to some people and figure out what the hell's going on.
Welcome to the most absurd
6.
place maybe on the planet.
we're in front of the White House right
Okay.
now.
What you doing out here, player?
Dude, I'm protesting. Look at my sign. Look at my sign.
That's why I'm tripping out, because I read online the National Guard was being deployed to deal with the D.C. crime problem, and we're here at the White House, and there's nobody here. There's no crime, but also no National Guardsmen.
No, and honestly,
I don't think he meant DC.
I took the metro in. It's business as usual so far. I'm concerned because they're talking about going to New York and doing this. They're talking about going to Chicago. Charlie Kirk made some stupid TikTok talking about that.
We got to go hard.
But hey, man, the shit rock, as they say, they got really bloody there.
We got to go big league. We're talking
We gotta
National
fix
Guard,
them, man.
tanks, every street you need military.
I think they might expand this. This is a way to expand power and control.
It seemed like that was like he was just waiting for an excuse to enact some type of martial law. Like,
It's confusing, right? Did he militarize the city? There's like rumors about tanks on the city.
Martial law means mobilization. So let's start from there. There is no mobilization of civilians who are, used to serve. So
Outskirts, so
There's no
Everything's
National
fine.
Guard right here, but
So
I don't
far.
know, Andrew. There might be National Guard other parts of the city. I'm not everywhere at once here. So
I'm not sure. I haven't seen any, but in some neighborhoods there were, I forget if they were FBI or what, going through at
Federal
night.
agents.
I mean, it's kind of happening under the cover of darkness, and it tends to be neighborhoods that are less affluent.
I don't think the National Guard
because usually the crime is during the night.
is here. I think federal agents are here because what's going on is they're going to like the heavy crime areas and they're just like jumping out in unmarked vehicles. Like they might be like just a regular car with like regular local tags.
it's a
You know what I'm
regular
saying? They're
stuff.
hopping out of like regular random Honda Accords and Honda Civics and
I mean, that's usually what they do.
Hondas and Fords and all, not even police type of cars.
Yeah. Where have you read that at?
I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it. Yeah, it's happening. Like, on the main roads in D.C., the main avenues, the main high crime areas, the federal agents are literally pulling up, and they're just there. Their presence is there.
So they're pulling up, like, what are some high crime areas where we might be able to find them?
Georgia Avenue, anywhere from Howard University on up.
Why is that boy running? Is he running for
New
the car?
Hampshire, Benning Road, anywhere from Minnesota all the way down
Like a
to
dog chasing
Ames.
Are they arresting people, or are they just, like, making their presence known?
They're arresting. It's more so like they're taking probable cause to be able to harass you. It's kind of like marketing or like vending. You know what I'm saying? Like the amount of people, it's a numbers game. So the more people I pull over or mess with, I'm gonna find something. The more customers I proposition, I'm gonna sell something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's like stopping.
I mean, the Donald made the order to clean the streets. They gotta do something.
Frisk.
Something like that. Because I
So
got
they
pulled
doing
over 3
something.
times in 3 different parts of the city since that has happened, and I don't ever get
Holy.
pulled over. I haven't been pulled over in years.
As far as DC goes, what do you think
That's a lot
kind
of
of
control.
gave him the incentive to want to do something like this or make
From
this
FBI.
show of force in the media?
I mean, the fact that DC doesn't have statehood and we don't have representation is a big deal. Like, we need statehood. We need protections. This isn't the first time that DC's been misused this way. Republican presidents will often try to show dominance over DC. It has a large black and brown population, and so there's a racist element to it. And DC residents pay taxes.
What? How is this related to racism? I'm confused.
They don't have senators. They don't have voting House of
Just
Reps.
throwing
They
words?
need those things.
It falls into place with what he had said when he first came in about how he's gonna beautify and fix the city up and clean the city up. So that all falls in line with what he said he was
Yeah.
gonna do. So this is just an example of what he said he was gonna do in the beginning.
First of all, he and his hench people in Congress tried to pull appropriated funds for the
What people?
district, which was supposed. First of all, he and his hench people in Congress tried to pull appropriated funds for the district, which was supposed to go and fund for cleaning, keeping it clean and beautiful, and keeping crime down and policing. And first he pulled it, and now he's saying, well, you're not doing it.
Do you grow up around here?
Is she
I'm
British?
from like the northwest,
sounds
the
British.
upper part of the city.
So that area is where Big Balls from Doge got carjacked, right?
Yeah, up in northwest. Yeah, exactly. That's the guy. Yeah, big. I don't know his name, but I know it's a Doge associate. That guy.
And he really fought back though.
Oh, I don't know. I know he
Did
was.
you see the
bloody.
picture of him?
Yeah, he was bloody. He was bloody. Yeah, all I seen was the image, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, heads are gonna roll. It's a younger Caucasian guy, bloody. It's a
Caucasian
black
guy.
Has robbed him, carjacked him. Well, he's affiliated to Donald Trump. Oh yeah, heads are gonna roll.
So you knew right away something was gonna happen.
Yeah,
But to clarify, there is no National Guard here.
I don't think so.
Do you think there could be a distraction agenda at play here?
I think the majority of Americans see it's obvious that there's a distraction agenda, as you said,
Release the files, man. The Jeffrey Epstein.
at play here. In the last 2 weeks, I've seen them burst more media, more news bursts, clickbait things into the media than I saw in the previous 4 years of his administration and in the previous year of this current administration.
And you think it's all kind of a concerted effort to get the public to stop talking about their lack of willingness?
I mean, Donald is now more experienced, right? So he's coming with more energy, let's just say like that.
To release the Epstein files.
Yeah, and then they're trying to say it's not important, and even if he wasn't on the Epstein files, why was there no information released about any of the hundreds or maybe thousands of names who
Yeah, by doing that, they're just making it worse. Like, just release the
were
fucking
in the
files,
Epstein files?
man.
Possibly blackmail.
Unless a lot of important people on the files.
Networks.
In those files.
Maybe.
Over
Maybe
1,000
even
girls were
Donald.
sex trafficked, and those
Who
were real
knows?
people and real lives that were damaged. I mean, Virginia
secret, I
Giuffre,
guess.
she killed herself recently.
So Jeffrey Epstein victim Virginia Giuffre dies by suicide weeks after saying she had days to live. Oh my God, that's suspicious.
We don't want to forget those victims.
That's
So there are
suspicious.
rich people who got away with trafficking these girls, and this is something that needs to come out, and our president has something to do with it. We don't know.
I mean, but that's pretty much what moral agencies do till this day. It's like nothing new, But if we're gonna talk about like underage girls, that's a different story, right?
What? We don't know why he's covering up, but this is something that we need to be talking about.
Yeah, it's possible that he could be, have some sort of blackmail arrangement with another person who's leveraging a different kind of pressure.
Yeah, we don't know. That's why we need to know more.
What do you think is the biggest problems in DC that need fixing?
Mental health. They need to have more services and more programs to be more proactive.
Religion, sport is usually good
And
for
resources that
mental.
are more proactive than it being more reactive. The once it's a
Christianity is-
problem and somebody's like has a record or is convicted of something or just anything, then they're trying to be like, oh, let's divert, let's help this person. Like, see if they have if we could implement something to try to catch it before it even happens.
So that means for people who maybe are on the streets or people who have like problems at home who are living in certain neighborhoods?
Exactly. Not even just certain neighborhoods. You could live in an upper class neighborhood but just have
I mean, he's sending a really good message. He's right.
problems
about
at
that.
home.
Yeah.
And you just displacing like whatever issues you have at home out into the street, and you can become a problem in society.
A lot of kids grow up hungry and don't have,
He's pretty smart guy. Like
parents at home.
In a city like ours,
see
where we
that.
have a really high rate of exposure to violence, where we have a pretty significant incidence rate of PTSD, there's a need for programming outside of what schools can reasonably be expected to provide.
So you mean putting more funding toward mental health people who can do checkups on civilians and see the warning signs before something bad happens?
Yeah, because that's what a lot of the violence is stemming from.
Yeah.
Isn't that what federal agents do?
Do you mean like inner city violence, or do you mean like sporadic acts of like terroristic violence?
No, inner city violence, inner city, isolated incidents. Yeah, inner
That would be a CIA.
city.
So like poverty violence.
Poverty, yeah, and mental health plays a large factor in it.
Tonight, new information from the White House on the operation so far. 38 firearms have been seized, and just last night, 52 arrests were made. White House officials say 28 of those 52 arrests were immigration related.
Oh,
All right, if you're watching this right now, I got some good news. We are going
to be deported, I guess.
on tour. That's right, a 26-city national tour called the Channel.
So it was pretty good. Again, release the files, Donald. Release the files. His problem, everybody knows. Everybody knows. He's probably in the files, but I don't think there's going to be problems for Donald, but who knows? Who knows what's in those files? But again, release the damn files. You just make it worse. But in general, the thing he's doing for DC is pretty good one. Distraction, I don't know about that, but so far so good.